Imagine I wake up tomorrow and everything is gone. No savings, no investments, literally 0 rupees in my bank account. What would I do? How would I build my wealth back up? If I had to start from scratch today, literally zero today, here is how exactly I would go from zero to financial freedom step by step. And this is not just theory. I will tell you actionable practical steps that anyone can take to start his journey and reach financial freedom. Also watch this video till the end because I will also reveal the biggest mistake you're doing that is stopping you from reaching there. So let's begin. Step 1. Resetting my mindset. Ideally, I would want to achieve it in the first 30 days. Now, before I even start thinking about money, the first thing I have to focus on is my mindset. Because wealth is never built by accident. It is never built by accident. It starts with how you look at money. What's your perspective around it? And that is the reason the first thing I will focus on is I will forget luck and focus on building skills. I've seen so many people thinking that they are unlucky. No, you're not. You are just not hardworking, and you have to work hard if you really want to become rich. And hence, I would start learning some high income skills. That could be sales, that could be coding, that could be video editing, that could be thumbnail design, anything. I would start learning these high income skills and just start my journey there. Second thing is, I should have a growth mindset. I have to adopt a growth mindset, which basically means if others have done it, so can I. I would commit to learn something every single day. Every single day matters, so I would definitely learn something every single day. Finally, when you start from scratch, there's just too many distractions. Just cut out the noise, which basically means there would be a lot of negativity, a lot of distractions. Cut that out, plus you might be spending something uselessly. Do not do that. When you start from scratch, every single penny matters. So I would save every single penny because it matters, because I'm literally at zero right now. So that's the first step. Step 2, earning my first 1 lakh. And ideally I'd want to achieve it in the next 6 months. And let's be real, before investing, I need money to invest. I have seen so many people doing the same mistake again and again. They have a salary of let's say 5,000 and they want to find the best stock where they can invest. And how much would they invest? 1,000. What's the point? If you invest 1,000 in the best stock in the world and it gives you 200% return, how much have you made? Barely anything. And that is the point. The first step is to earn more money, then invest, so that you become rich much faster than. Now, if I don't have a job, the first thing I'll start is freelancing. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn are amazing. You can use these platforms to find a freelancing job. And now, what would I do? I need a skill for that. So I am already working on my skill, but I can keep working on my skills like let's say video editing or coding or sales or something like digital marketing. I can offer all these services on Upwork and Fiverr, and initially I would want to give it for free. At least to 3 to 5 people I would give it for free to prove that I know it. I know what I am doing, I am skilled at it. And once I prove that, these people will give me a lot of work and I can earn a lot of money from these clients. Second thing, if freelancing is not working that fast, I can take commission based work, which basically means let's say I take high ticket sales. The more you sell, the more you earn. And I'll tell you why it is important and why I specifically took sales. Because sales is the highest earning profession in the world. If you know and if you have mastered sales, you can do anything. Trust me, you will become rich very, very fast if you know how to do sales. And finally, if I am doing this commission based work, I'm also doing freelancing, I can also do a side hustle. For example, let's say I live in Gurgaon right now. There are a lot of Banjara markets in Gurgaon. Also in Delhi, there are so many amazing markets where I can buy cheap clothes or cheap home decor. I can do all of that, register myself as a seller on Amazon and sell those things. I don't need to put in heavy investment to start this business. I can start from literally from almost nothing and start earning from this business. The idea is in the next 6 months, I have to create this 1 lakh mark. Once I almost reach 1 lakh, I can start investing. Step 3, investing my first 1 lakh. And ideally in the next 6 months, I'll do that. And this is the fun part, making money work for me. Now the important part here is where I'm investing this money. So the first thing here I would do is 50% of this 1 lakh, which is 50,000, I will put this into stocks. And when I say stocks, I will be putting at least 70% of this 50,000, which is approximately 35,000, in large caps. I have to be safe because I've literally just started. I don't know much about stock market, so I should be putting my money in large caps, in some safe stocks like TCS, HDFC, or anything like that. These are just examples. I'm not recommending these companies. So I'll start with large caps. At least 70% of this 50,000 will go in large caps, and the remaining 30% I will put in mid caps. Why mid caps? Because I've just started out. I can't go with small caps. They are very risky. I can get high return but high risk. Mid caps is in the middle, medium risk and medium returns. So I can actually invest in mid caps and grow wealth at a consistent pace. The goal here is to be consistent and be disciplined. I don't want to gamble. I don't want to do gambling in stock market. That's the last thing you'd want to do. In fact, I think I've read this somewhere. If you want to become rich slow, it will take you 15 years. If you want to become rich fast, it will take you 30 years. And that's the reality. Trust me. Be consistent, be disciplined, take good steps, and you will reach there fast. Now my 50,000 is deployed. The remaining 30,000. For these 30,000, I'll put this in mutual funds. And how? The first 10,000 will go in Indian index, which is, let's say, Nifty 50, a Nifty 50 index fund. This is for long-term growth. The second 10,000 I will put in international index like Nasdaq 100. I have a lot of funds like Navi Nasdaq 100 fund of fund to have international diversification. This 10,000 will go in Nasdaq 100. The remaining 10,000 I will research a bit more, find some great actively managed mutual funds and find a great actively managed mutual fund and invest this 10,000 in that mutual fund. Now my 80,000 is deployed. What about the remaining 20,000? And this is something no one will tell you, and in fact no one focuses on. The remaining 20,000 is investing in myself. If you invest in yourself, that will give you the highest ROI. Trust me on that. For these 20,000, I'll buy new courses on stock market. I'll buy more courses on, let's say if I'm doing coding, I'll buy more courses on coding. If I'm doing video editing, I'll buy more courses on video editing. The idea is to be good at what you do. If you know what you do and if you're skilled at it, you can keep earning more and more. And no one will tell you this. In fact, just last year, I've done 300 hours of courses on Udemy. Can you beat that? If not, at least try. Be consistent, start learning every single day. Every single day matters, every single hour matters. Start right now. Step 4, scaling to 10 lakhs. Now, 1 year has passed. In the next 2 years, my goal will be to reach 10 lakhs. And how do I do that? See, I have already acquired some skills. I've been consistently learning something. So the first thing I should do here is negotiate. Negotiate with my clients. If I'm doing a job, negotiate with my employer. I've seen so many people doing this mistake. They want to find the best stock. They are literally searching for it every single day, trying to find the best stock market course or stuff like that. But their salary was 40,000 5 years ago, and 5 years later their salary is 45,000. They don't realize they're not investing enough time in the skill that they have, or in fact if they are skilled, they are not negotiating with the employer. You can switch, you can find another job that will pay you more, you can do a lot more things but earn more. If I'm doing freelancing or consulting, if I'm getting better at my work, I should negotiate with my clients to earn more money, and I'll ask for it. That's my first step. Second thing, here all the money that I'm earning right now, I'll keep reinvesting. So the first 1 lakh which we had invested in stocks, mutual funds, all the money that I'm earning now, I'll keep reinvesting that in mutual funds and stocks. This is very important because I have to make use of compounding. And finally, the third step, I have to build an emergency fund, because now I'm scaling from 1 lakh to 10 lakh. I should have an emergency fund because suddenly, let's say market crashes, something happens to me, I should have at least some fund to manage my expenses. So I at least have 2-3 lakhs of emergency fund in my account that could be used and leveraged during some financial crisis or tough times. And this is how in the next 2 years, I will try to reach 10 lakhs. Step 5, reaching my first crore. And the idea here is in the next 5 years, I should reach my first crore. And how? See, it is hard to reach first crore in just like 8 years, but it's not impossible. To be honest, it's very much possible if you take the right steps. Now, in the first 3 years, I have reached 10 lakhs. I've reinvested all this money in equities. To scale to 1 CR, the first thing which is very important is asset allocation. I will still allocate all my money Almost 80% of my allocation should be in equities. Large caps and mid caps, I can start exploring small caps a bit here. At the same time, since I'm scaling from 10 lakhs to 1 CR, I will start exploring real estate and good real estate. I'm not talking about apartments and random real estate. I'm talking about sensible real estate that can give me more money or can help me earn more money in the next few years. Second thing, now you'll see the compounding magic once you reach 10 lakhs or even in fact more than that, you'll see compounding magic. Suddenly you'll see every year you're creating more money from the money you have. That is amazing. And finally, side hustles. If I had started a small business 3 years ago, ideally the business must have expanded. I will look for more options. Let's say I had started this as a seller business on Amazon. I'll start exploring more markets, sell to more people. If I'm freelancing, I'll maybe hire some more people under me and then have more clients. The idea is to scale up the business as well. If you're doing freelancing, if you are, let's say, doing a job and you're doing a job for the last 3 years, let's say you're doing a coding job for the last 3 years, you must have become really good at coding. In that case, switch. Either talk to your employer, get a higher salary. If not, switch. Move to a different company. They will definitely give you 30-40% hike. Keep doing that. Reach your first crore. Very, very important. Once you reach there, your life becomes very easy. And I'll tell you how. If you have reached 1 CR and suddenly you see the investment that you're doing, majorly equities, will give you 15-16% return. In that case, you'll earn 16 lakhs a year just from your investment, not even your active salary, from your investments, which is approximately 1 to 1.5 lakh a month. Pretty amazing, right? Life is much less stressful and you're earning and you're doing much more, but out of your passion, not because of necessity. And that is where you should reach in a few years. Now, we have talked about all the steps that will take me to 1 CR, but I have not talked about the biggest mistakes people do and I should also avoid. First thing is avoid lifestyle inflation. Almost everyone I know has done this mistake. Let's say their salary is 10 lakh and they have a car which is, let's say, Maruti Swift. Suddenly the salary becomes 20 lakh, they want to upgrade the car. Suddenly they want to buy a bigger sedan. Their salary becomes 30 lakhs, they want to buy a even bigger sedan. Their salary is 50 lakhs, they want to get married and spend a lot of money in their marriage. If their salary is even more, they want to buy an apartment, not for investment, just to live there. They would never let their money actually reach to 1 CR. They'll keep finding ways to start spending that money. Don't do that. Try to reach 1 CR before you do all these expenses. Your dream car can wait. Your apartment can wait. Let that wait. First reach this 1 CR, let the compounding happen, and then slowly fulfill your desires. That will literally lead to you to a much less stressful life. Second thing here is avoid impulse buying. I've seen so many people again here. There's too many platforms, too many traders telling people, okay, invest with us, you'll earn 2% a month or 3% a month. It is not gonna happen, trust me. Even the biggest investors in the world like Warren Buffett, Peter Lynch, they couldn't do that. The average interest they earned, the average return they had was almost 19%, 20%. Which basically means if these big shots were able to reach like 20% a year, you are definitely not reaching 2% a month, which is approximately 24, 30, 40%. You are not reaching there. If you're reaching at 15% a year, that is amazing. That is great. Learn about rule of 72. You will understand how much wealth you can create if you can compound at 15% year on year. So which basically means avoid this get rich quick schemes. If someone tells you all of this, it is probably false. Do not fall into that trap. Be consistent, follow the steps that you've been following for the last couple of years. Third thing here is ignoring market cycles. So many people do that. The idea is to buy low, sell high. For example, when I'm shooting this video right now today, the Nifty is at like 22,800. But people are panicking. No one is buying. People are thinking as if the stock market will go to zero now. Literally, people have stopped their SIPs. You would not do lump sum investment. You would do nothing because everyone is in a state of panic. Ideally, you should invest right now. This is a great time to bulk invest. Nifty at 22,800 is a great valuation. It was at 26,000 a few months ago. So you're getting a discount of almost 13%. A great time to bulk buy. This is called buy low and then sell high. You don't have to do the opposite. Don't buy high and sell low. And finally, the most important thing and the mistake I have always avoided, and a lot of people do that mistake. They don't invest in themselves, which is the most important thing. if you don't invest in yourself, you would not become financially free very soon. Whatever you do, you could be a video editor, you could be a sales guy, you could be an investor, you could be a coder, whatever you do. If you are not getting skilled at what you do, you will not earn more money. The idea is get better at what you do. And how do you do that? See, there are too many platforms available. Internet is so cheap right now. Enroll yourself into a new course. Use Udemy, Coursera. There are so many amazing websites through which you can learn a lot of stuff. In fact, this channel, you're learning stock market from this channel. You have YouTube, completely free of cost. Use all these platforms, learn every single day and reach greater heights. So let's summarize the video. Starting from zero is difficult, but it is not impossible. Trust me, I've seen so many people starting from scratch and reaching financial freedom in just a few years. The key is to act now. Now tell me, if you had to start from zero, how would you start? Tell me in the comment section, I would love to read that. Also, if you need a bit more motivation, check this video. My mom literally started from zero and has reached 1.5 crore. I've revealed her entire portfolio in this video. Check this out, it might give you a lot of motivation, and I'll see you next week.